Hi everybody, and welcome to another video. This one's going to be a bit of a different one today than my normal journaling videos. I'm going to take you through what my spring personal curriculum is. Now, as you know, as I've mentioned in a few of my journaling videos, I like doing certain research assignments just to keep my mind active, and I'm curious about all sorts of different subjects, and I usually write about them and reflect on them in my journals. And I've been doing this for, oh gosh, probably 20 years. That tells you how old I am. I love school and I love doing research assignments, and I'm just fascinated about all sorts of stuff, and I practically live at the library. Anyway, I digress. I saw a video online from Elizabeth Jean talking about her personal curriculum. And it's pretty much, yeah, it's all over TikTok, it's all over YouTube. All these people all around the world are now making videos about their personal curriculums. And what's a personal curriculum, I hear you ask? Basically, you choose different subjects that you want to learn about. It could be a new hobby, it could be a new painting technique if you paint, a new journaling technique. You might be interested in history. It pretty much could be anything. A new craft you want to learn about. Could be absolutely anything. And basically, you make it into a curriculum for yourself. And this can be as relaxed or as strict as you want. Some people are doing monthly curriculums. I'm doing it seasonally. Some people are doing writing, setting practical tasks like essays that they want to write about it. Some people are doing tests that they want to do about the different subjects they're learning about. I'm not worried about any of that sort of stuff. I'm pretty much continuing to do it how I normally do it in my journals, which is I write about what I learn, I reflect on it, and I do that in my journals. So I was just going to take you through and show you what I have been learning in my spring curriculum and the journals that I have been writing in. I've just moved house, so I've been jumping from journal to journal as I unpack and all sorts of stuff. So I started this curriculum 1st of October. Okay, so start off with, I started watching the TV series Bridgerton, and I wanted to learn more about the lives of the women, the high society woman in the Regency period. So this is the journal that I've started writing in about it. And this is the second journal, if I need one. And these are the books that I've started reading. And it's fascinating. I always thought that the woman, I didn't realise that there were so many rules and regulations about what they have to do, how they date, and there's so much rigmarole. And there's another good one, The Time Traveller's Guide to Regency Britain. So I'm wanting to learn all about what dating is like, and that was like in that era, all the rules for both the men and the women. Then I wanted to go in to learn about what marriage was like. So this is another book that I will be dipping in and out of. And then I thought we'd go into what the fashion was like at that time. Now, the good thing about this one is I found this at the library. It was a freebie. They quite often give away their old books, so I can actually cut this one up and stick the interesting info in my journal. And this is the more thorough book that I will be dipping in and out of as well. So interesting to learn about what the high society woman of the Regency period, what their life was like, because I have done lots of research on what the poorer people were like, what their life was like. So that's going to be documented in these two journals. And I've started on that. Then, as we've gotten closer, I had to do a witchy theme for Spooky October. So then I decided to do a deep dive into witches throughout the ages, pretty much from medieval right through. I wanted to learn about where the term witch came from, the story behind it. So this is the journals that I finally found it through packing. So I'm learning about that. And I'm also wanted to learn about the different witches throughout different ages as well. So this is an excellent book, The Witch's Almanac, From Ancient Rome to the Digital Age. And this is another one I've been dipping in and out of as well. And I found this, I've actually finished this book. This is a brilliant book. This is the author whose descendant was a witch who got tried and killed in, was it America or Salem? The Salem witch trials. Fascinating book. So there's some pages and stuff I want to reflect on that as well. Then I've been dipping in and out of this book as well, The History of Women in Medicine. And this goes through from them being cunning women, which I've learned cunning in our age means something completely different from what it meant back then. Cunning woman means knowledgeable woman. Then they were seen as physicians, and then they were seen as witches. So I've been reading a bit on that as well. Then I'm going to be going into about the animal familiars that the witches were accused of having. And this old book about male witches. So I'm pretty much, I've pretty much got out every book in the library, and I'm just going through about which ones interest me. So that will be in this journal, and yes, I have started. Then that's probably pretty much going to take up this journal. And besides, as well as all these projects and stuff, I am doing my daily journaling as well in these journals at the same time. So I am all over the place, but there is a method to my madness, and Then in this journal, because I thought I'm going to need another journal that's definitely not going to be thick enough, I'm in this one. And for this one, I have started reading this book, Heal the Witch Wound, because I've been learning about collective trauma and healing the witch wound. So I've just started this in here. And then if I need another journal after that with all the witchy stuff, is this one. I think this is actually a Harry Potter journal, but I'm not a Harry Potter fan. But I thought it's quite witchy in vibes. So as well as all the reading, Elizabeth Jean, mentioned a course that she was doing, and I thought, oh, that sounds like me. And it's a Prediction X, Omens, Oracles and Prophecies course on edX. It's a Harvard course which you can do for free if you audit it. So I thought that's cool. So I've actually finished that course. I've just got to print out the notes about all the interesting stuff and reflect on it, which will go in this journal. Okay, now still on the witchy theme, in my to-be-read list, I thought I'd give these two novels a try. I haven't read a novel for, a couple of years, because I'm so into my non-fiction at the moment and my research stuff, but I thought we'll give this a try, and then we'll give this one a try as well. It'll be pretty much hit and miss whether they'll capture my interest, because I'm so into all the non-fiction reading at the moment. So, then, where's my little list of thingies? Okay, then cooking. I don't like cooking. It's only me cooking for myself. It's never inspirational. I don't enjoy it. So I pretty much have a few handful of recipes I just rotate, and I'm getting bored with it. So, what I am doing at the moment is researching, because it's obviously spring coming into summer, salads. Salads are what I want to learn about, how to make some yummy salads and make my my meals a bit interesting over the spring and summer period. So these are the journals that I have chosen. It's this journal, and then this one if I ran out of room. And I have got as far as this, as I have got out heaps. I pretty much ordered every single book in the library. Well, we're lucky here in Auckland, we have free access to 52 libraries, so we can order books from any of the 52 libraries and they'll get couriered for free to our local library. So I've pretty much gotten out and ordered every single salad book possible. I have some food allergies and stuff that I have to avoid, so it is a bit trickier as far as having sauces and, not sauces isn't the right word, salad dressings is the word I'm looking for. So yeah, it's a bit more tricky to get recipes that I can have, but these are some of the books that I have been going through. And this is a real oldie, but it's got some actually really good recipes in it. And one thing I've learned already, just by looking at them, is who knew, and I know who you guys who cook probably know all of this, but I had no idea that you can put fruit in salads. Like not like a fruit salad dessert thing, but like fruit in with a normal leafy green salad. So yeah, I have no idea about salads. So this is all very new. So this is another book that I've been going through. And Salad Love. And this one, and I haven't done much of this apart from get books out and basically print out, photocopy the salads that I want to try. And a lot of them, funnily enough, I've got mandarins, strawberries, I've got fruit in them, apricot in them. So I was like, ooh, and peach as well. So I thought, oh yes, I like those. So I'm going to be trying, so in these journals, as well as my daily journaling and reflecting on what's going on in my life and what's happening in the news and all the other stuff, is I pretty much want to do 2 recipes a week. Put the recipes in and then reflect on them, what they were like. Did I enjoy them? If not, can I add anything to them to make them more palatable for me? Because I'm a bit of a fusspot. So that's what that is. Okay, so from there, let me have a look at my list. Oh, and it's also at the same time, and I actually started this while I was packing, I found an ebook on the history of salad. This is green leafy salad, not fruit salad. And it's fascinating. All the different myths about when people started eating salad, all the different ways that salad have been made throughout the ages, and all the myths of how they thought different salad ingredients was dangerous and shouldn't be eating. So fascinating. So I've written some notes on that, but I'm going to be reflecting on that in this journal, definitely, possibly this one as well, if I run out of room. Okay, so there's that. Next we have, what do we have? Okay. Something which I don't think a lot of people are doing, which I've been doing the whole way through, which is I'm doing online courses. Some of them you get free certificates. I think OpenLearn used to give out free certificates. I think they do. FutureLearn give out, I think some of them used to be free certificates. I make my own. If I do an online course and there isn't a certificate, I give myself a certificate. If I've worked hard, I give myself a certificate. So these are the certificates for online courses that I do. This is another one that I quite like the look of. And then documentaries and stuff, I'm also watching different documentaries on different topics as well. I have been listening to watching the fall of the Maya Kings. That was very interesting. So the documentaries that I watch on different subjects, we've got the sciencey ones, get that certificate, the naturey ones, get that certificate, and anything else, get that one. Okay. And that's usually if I watch a whole lot of documentaries at once, and it's all about a specific subject. So, what else have we got? What I was studying earlier, and I had to give the book back, was on narcissistic personality disorder. That book is due back, I think just before Halloween. So, and I'm the next person on the list, so I will be finishing that. I think I've got a quarter of the book to go, which I can finish in a couple of weeks. So I will be reflecting on that in one of my old journals. I don't know where it is. It's still packed. I'll find it. So we're finishing off that. Then I've also been reading about how to, where do I start? This book, all about how trapped emotions and trauma can get stuck in your body and can affect your physical health. So I found this book in the library. So I thought, and this is a continuation of my earlier study in one of my journals, which I can go back to and finish off. Yes, it's how to release trapped emotions and trauma in your body. So I thought I'd read this book, and then I will continue on with these exercises, because I found these are therapeutic shaking exercises to release trauma stuck in the body. So I will be doing these. I have photocopied them, and I started these before the house move, before everything became chaotic, so I want to continue on with that. And then also, as far as health and wellness and PE, I've got my strengthening exercises from the chiropractor. Okay, this seems a lot. I know, I look at it and I think, holy heck. But I have a lot of it I am finished with already, which I'll tell you about in an updated video. Now, then and remember, this is for 2 months. This is October, November. Then, this could be the bit that's too much. Then I was thinking about the Regency era. Well, I don't even know if it was actually in the Regency era. This might have been later. But the Grand Tour, the history of travel and the Grand Tour. So I've got books coming for that, and I thought I would reflect on and write about that in here, because I want to learn about the Grand Tour. And then I've also got a book on how the OE, which is what us New Zealanders, us Kiwis, call our overseas experience, which is what most young people do in their pretty much straight after university. I think the British, call it gap year. We call it the OE because once we go over, we usually stay for at least 2 years and then possibly up to 4. So I wanted to learn about the history of the Grand Tour, how it morphed into other types of travel throughout history, and then ending it with the OE, which is what us Kiwis do in our after university. So that was for November. Now, whether I'm going to do all this, I have no idea. It's a lot. It's a lot. Reading the online courses I can do a lot quicker, because I've been finding that that's just watching videos, and reflecting the reading is a bit slower. But the good thing about a personal curriculum is it doesn't matter if it takes longer. I'll just roll over what I don't get done into my summer curriculum, which I will have a video out on early December. I've pretty much planned that. I'll add on whatever I don't finish here, and that'll roll over into my summer curriculum. So that is what I am doing. If you were doing a personal curriculum as well, even if you're not doing a personal curriculum but you are researching topics at the moment, I would love to hear what you were doing, what you were learning. And yes, that's me. That's what I'm doing. So thank you, everybody. And yes, happy learning. And to those journaling who have watched this anyway, just because you've been interested in what it's about, happy journaling. Bye.